Okay, so this is going to be a very personal video for me, which I don't really do, but I wanted to talk to you guys about my plastic surgery experience. If you guys have kept up with my channel since day one, you know that I have an older video on this, but it's not really like a great video because the quality wasn't too great, and now that I have like a better camera and lighting and all that good stuff, I wanted to do an updated video. Plus, someone commented on that video not too long ago, and I said this months ago that I was gonna like do a new video about it, and I just never did. So this is going to be the updated video for my plastic surgery experience. So if you guys are wondering what I had done, if you don't already know, I had a breast reduction done at 20 years old. So I'm 27, I will be 28 next month. I actually had my breast reduction in August of 2007, so we are actually coming up on 8 years of post breast reduction surgery. The first thing I want to say is the pain is not that bad. A lot of you guys asked about pain. The pain is like no different than having your period cramps. I'm not to be blunt, but that's the truth. I mean, honestly, I was sore the first day because you leave the operation room with these like drainage tubes, and what it does is just drains like the fluid from your breast and everything from the surgery and stuff like that, and then you go back the next day, you have them taken out, and I was stitched up with the tape, so I had like tape instead of like actual thread, or I don't know, do they thread you? I don't know, whatever they stitch you up with, I had tape. And I was wrapped for a while, and I had to wear a sports bra, and I had to just keep wrapping myself for I think for like two weeks, the first 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I was wrapped underneath the sports bra, and then finally I was just able to wear a sports bra, and had to wear a sports bra. I want to say I wore a sports bra for like 2 to 3 months. The first 3 months I just wore a sports bra and a sports bra only, like all the time. I went from almost an E to a C cup. So I was like a triple D/E. Like I was huge, guys. Bigger than a triple D, maybe an E, because they took out 5 pounds of breast. So they took out 2.5 pounds of breast out of each of fat out of each breast. So I basically lost 5 pounds from my surgery. It's crazy. And I was huge. I had huge boobs for my size. And a C cup was actually what fit my body type back then. And again, I was 20, so it's a lot thinner than what I am now. You guys wanted to know, do they grow? They do grow back if you gain weight, but not to the extent that they were before. I've gained at least 10 to 15 pounds, which I'm still trying to lose, since I was 20. So I went up to a double D. So I'm no longer a C cup. I am now a double D. But depending on what I weigh, sometimes I go down to a D. Like my weight fluctuates all the time, so it just depends. But I do love the way that they sit up. They reconstructed my breast. So they did like they did a line down the middle and a line underneath, so like the letter T kind of. They basically cut down the middle. They resized my areola, and so to make it basically fit the size of your breast. The downside to a breast reduction surgery that I don't like, and if you're getting this done, this is something you might want to bring up to your doctor, is where they place your nipple. Now this might be TMI to some people, but this is important information because there's women out there that want to get this done, and it's something that I don't like. I can't wear everything. I have to wear full coverage bras now because of my reconstructive surgery. My nipple will pop out of a bra if it's like a lower cut bra, a demi cut. I have to wear a full coverage bra because of where they placed my nipples. It's the same thing with bathing suits. It just, I mean, you won't see your scars or anything with bathing suits or anything like that, but where they put your nipple is just in such a weird place. I mean, it's literally smack dab in the middle of your breast. So it's kind of like they're lifted, and your nipple is higher up than the normal person's. I know this sounds really weird. You could probably Google online and maybe something will come up, or somebody could show you, or if you know someone who's had reconstructive breast surgery or a breast reduction, ask them about it, because for me, I'm not the only one. I know someone else who's got it done and they don't like where their nipple is either, and from a different doctor. So maybe this is just the procedure when it comes down to getting your breast reduction, which I'm thinking it must be, because most of the people I know who have gotten, even the women that I saw in the doctor's office, when you go to consult consultation, everyone is in there for plastic surgery or some type of surgery, so everyone's like showing off their stuff. I know it's weird, but that's kind of how they were doing. I didn't do it, but the one girl showed me her breast because I was getting mine done, and she was like, you want to see? And I'm just like, oh, well, okay. And her nipple was in the same place. So that's something that you guys might want to think about. So again, yeah, if you're watching this video and it's too much, guys can turn. But I wanted to be honest with you guys. Like, you guys, I'm not afraid to talk to you guys about things like this. The next thing that I wanted to touch on was feeling. Some of you guys asked, is there feeling in your breast after you get a breast reduction, because you've heard that there isn't. Actually, it depends on you as a person. For me, I don't have feeling in certain areas of my breast. I have feeling in them, but not my whole boob. Like certain parts of my breast, I don't feel anything. As far as your nipple and things like that, you have feeling in your nipples. The nerves and everything still work. They just resize your areola. They don't resize your nipple. Your areola does get taken down to a smaller size, and they place it smack dab in the middle of your boob, like I said, but your nipples do work fine, so no worries about that. At least for me, they do. As far as scarring, I use something called Scar Guard. I haven't used it in years, but when I first got it done the first 2 years after my surgery, I used Scar Guard, and it cleared up rather nicely, but it's not completely gone. You can still see that I had surgery. You can still see my scars. I have thick scars underneath, but you can't really see them unless I lift my breast up. And as far as the front of my boobs and things like that, everything's fine. You can just kind of see that there was something that went down because there's like a little line, but it's very faint. So another thing that I want to touch on is just the risks. Now, I don't know all of them. I'm just going based off memory because it's been years since I got it done. But when I got my booklet, they tell you all the different things that you're going to go through, what might happen after, before, everything like that. So there was something that I read that mothers might want to know, is that they said that you may not be able to breastfeed. That's something they did tell me also before surgery, that I may not be able to breastfeed. My doctor was very reluctant because I was so young. I was 20. But I did have really significantly large breasts for my age and size, so he felt like it was necessary to do, but at the same time he was worried because I could get pregnant later in life, and then if I want to have children, you know, my breast could grow back, or I may not even produce milk because they took out so much. This is what I was told. Now, I don't know how true this is. I don't know if anyone's ever gone through this, but I heard that it's a 50-50 chance that you may not be able to breastfeed when you have the surgery. Now, for me, I don't think that I will, because I get very sore now. I'm overly sensitive after the surgery. Like, my breasts are overly sensitive. Cold water, I can't be in cold water for a long period of time, as far as like getting in the pool and ocean and things like that. And the minute the water hits it, it's a wrap. Like, I'm like, gotta get me out of here because the pain is crazy. And this till this day. In the winter time, I still get sharp pains, which I've talked to my doctor about, and they recommended steroid treatments. Like shots into my breast to get rid of the pain, but I still have pain till this day. 8 years later, I still have pain when I go swimming. If it's winter time and it's too cold outside, I get these sharp pains in my breast. Sometimes it's like I have to sit for a second and just breathe because the pains are so bad. So I would say the nerves in my breast are kind of all jacked up from having surgery, but the overall look and feel of them, I like them. I am happy with the results. I'm happy with the fact that they're a lot smaller. I can wear different clothes now. I can fit things depending on what size I am. If I go down in weight or go up in weight, they're still never too large, and they pretty much go with whatever weight I am. They go up and down. So I don't really have any complaints as far as that. My only complaint would be the pain afterwards. The recovery process was actually fairly simple. I thought it would be a lot worse before I got it done, but actually it wasn't that bad. I mean, I believe it's 6 months recovery process, like full recovery. I want to say three weeks was how long I had to wear the wrap and the sports bra. But when you first come out, you come out with drainage tubes, and they're just draining you of all the fluid and things like that. And you wear them for like a day, and then you go back literally the next day after surgery. This is my process. And they took out the drainage tubes, which are gross. I'm not going to go into detail about that, but if you ever get this done, they're gross, honestly. People who've had plastic surgery, I think they've had them in other procedures. They're pretty gross. But you have these tubes with these ball thingies hanging from it, and they pretty much drain all the fluid and blood and stuff out of you. It's kind of nasty. I couldn't eat the first day. I had soup and I threw it up, which was even horrible for me because I was all wrapped and bandaged and I'm sore. And I feel like breast reduction surgery is a lot worse than an implant. I know girls who've had breast implants. A couple of my closest friends have had breast implants, and they were nowhere near recovering as long as I was. My one friend was out at the club like the next week after her breast implants. Me, I was home for like a good 2 to 3 weeks still recovering, because you're cutting a whole lot more out. They're literally cutting down your breasts, making them smaller, cutting them like underneath and down the middle, resizing your areola. It's a whole lot more of an invasive process than actual implants. So it's going to be totally different than breast implant surgery. Just want you guys to know that. I basically just laid around for a couple of weeks till I got better. I mean, I had to wear a sports bra for like 6 months straight just to like reconstruct them. They were shaped weird when I first got them done. I mean, I'm going all in. I'm telling you guys everything that you want to know, because these are questions that I wish somebody would have told me before, or answers that someone would have told me before I went in for surgery. But yeah, when I first got them done, they were like square, not square, but they were just weird shape. And I was like, is this gonna go away? Like, and my doctor said it would, they would fall. That's why you have to wear the sports bra to reshape them and kind of shape them and give them that natural look. So it took a while for me to get a natural breast look. It took almost, I would say it took a good 6 to 8 months before my boobs started looking normal. Even in a bathing suit, I had to like, I just felt weird, you know? They just, when they're, obviously when they're off, when nothing's on them, they looked square, but in a bathing suit or a bra, they were fine. But you know, it took time. But after the first year, I would say I started to look normal again. I started to feel normal again. The scarring was the worst part of the surgery, in my opinion, is the scarring. But you get over that, and honestly, your bathing suit or bra, no one will ever see the scars unless you're literally naked. I mean, no one's really gonna see that. So that's basically it as far as the process, how I felt and things like that. Again, I'm really happy with the surgery. I don't regret it because I really like the outcome and how I feel and things like that. But it can be a bit scary if you are someone going into this and you don't necessarily know what to expect or things like that. So I hope this video helped you guys, anyone who's thinking about getting a breast reduction. I had to get approval, that's another thing, from 2 to 3 different doctors. I had my GYN and my primary doctor approve it first, and you have to go through an evaluation and they tell you why you need it. This is from the insurance company. If you're paying for this out of pocket, I don't think it matters, but for me, my insurance actually paid for my breast reduction. I didn't pay for it, so only thing I paid out of pocket was like $75, and I don't even remember what that was for. But yeah, you are going to, for me, my insurance, they wanted, you know, like other doctors to say I needed this before they were going to put out money for it. So if there's anything that you guys want to know that I didn't answer in this video, please leave it down below. I tried to cover everything that I could think of that was brought up in the past and that is often brought up to me. So yeah, so if there's anything you guys want to know, leave it down below. I hope this video helped. Oh, before we go, I just want to let you guys know that I'm not condoning plastic surgery and telling you guys to run out and get it. I'm just letting you guys know about my experience and how I felt about it. It's not necessary, I mean, I guess it's still considered plastic surgery, but for me it was just more of like a fix because I was really uncomfortable with my situation, and that's why I got it done. Everyone is not for plastic surgery, so you know, that's your personal choice. For me, I needed this done and I got it done. I don't regret getting it done. I love it. I mean, I live with the scars, but they'll go away eventually. So yeah, so that's it guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.